Welcome to Bosch Nordic Talking Newsletter. It's nice to see that so many people have signed up for this. It's really encouraging. So we will continue. Today's agenda, we're going to have a short introduction, and then we're going over to some customer story, and that was very appreciated from last time. So first, there's going to be a tunnel experience, so how we used audio in a tunnel environment. Then it's going to go over to remote car service solution and how we can use our cameras together with cloud solutions. And then an update regarding the latest APAS and APAL support in Praesensa. And then we're going to hear about some new cameras from Bosch, multi-sensor cameras. Looks really interesting as well. And of course, we're going to have the live quiz. So Petra will be here live on stage and doing the quiz that you very much appreciated last time. And then a short summary of the upcoming webinars, events and trainings. So, start. Market development. What is happening in the market? We see more and more connectivity. We see more and more products that can be connected every year, and the annual growth rate is roughly around 8% in connected products. We also will have 5G soon that will be spread, which makes it even easier to connect different products over the net. And it doesn't have to be cameras, it doesn't have to be audio products, or it could be sensors that is used in that environment. We also see artificial intelligence is really now taking up, and we are having a lot of data collected. As I said last time, we are collecting data. Now it's really what we are doing with the data, and that's why we're going from IoT to AIoT, so we can really make sense of what we are collecting. And there is also, of course, the responsibility. We need to leave a green footprint on this earth, and that's why also Bosch is carbon neutral from now on. And also we're doing a lot of other things, like bringing out new applications that reduces the travel. And also we have started to produce products in Europe, so we don't ship products all over the world, and it's also made in Europe. That is really important for some of you out there. So what can we support you with? Well, we say that we have a lot of tools. If you go into the Bosch Nordic website and click on tools, you will have a selection of install, manage, system design, product selector and download. Just a brief of what there is on the support tools. You have video product selector, you have building information modeling, you have fire and system design, you have apps for audio system and so on. So go in there and look at it. And there is also a lot of marketing material, like different PDFs on the products, but also vertical information like airport, like traffic and so on, where we have collected all the information from what customer sees is important for them and what Bosch can support you with. So that was a very short introduction, and now over to Ozan and the tunnel experience in Norway. Ozan, the stage is yours.
Hello everybody, a warm welcome from my side. My name is Ozan Reşat. I'm the product manager for business unit communication, and today's interview is about road tunnels and voice evacuation systems, which I think will be really interesting for you all. Today I have one of the most experienced person in Nordics about public address systems, the senior engineer from ABB, Mr. Rune Monsen, is with me today. Hello Rune, welcome.
Hello, Ozan.
Hello. I want to start with the latest project you installed. Gudvanya and Flanya tunnels was a great reference project for Praesensa, and also from your side, I think it was pretty important. Can you tell us a bit about the details, the challenges, the system itself?
It's really two tunnels. One is about 12 kilometers and the other is just about 5. One of the things we met when we started was the positioning, mounting of loudspeakers, where to and you had to consider the reverb time, the distance between us, and so we ended up with have 60 meters between the loudspeakers, and we use loudspeakers of on about 40 watt each. So altogether, it's 275 loudspeakers in these 2 tunnels. Then we came into the challenge with where to put the the amplifiers, and altogether we ended up with 11 different remote amplifiers, where we have 3 in one tunnel and 8 in the second tunnel, the long one.
Yeah, and I also know that you have a lot of amplifier outputs there because you are feeding each and every tunnel speaker from a different amplifier channel. So I think it was like 200 or over 250 outputs there. So it must be a really distributed system. So an IP system is giving good flexibility to you there, right?
That's correct. And what we were offered from the end customer was that we should use direct fiber, a black fiber, for this system. And the Praesensa was ideal in how the network could be built up in Praesensa.
Yeah, that's
the direct fiber into the system.
Mm-hmm. Actually, one of the questions we generally receive is also about how you do the noise management, because tunnel is a noisy area with all the cars, long reverberation times, so it's challenging acoustically. How do you manage that part? How distributed amplifiers also helping you there?
Yeah, you have the cable you have to consider. Even if the loudspeaker is only 40 watt, but if you have had 2 big amplifier centralized at the output outside of the tunnel, you will have a huge amount of big cables running into the tunnel and use a lot of copper for no reason. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the reasons we ended up with the 8 decentralized amplifiers. Cabinets, where we ended up with only using 2.5 square millimeter cable to each loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, I think here one of the most important things we need to consider and mention also for our audience is the space management. In the last project, I remember the discussion that you were not able to put a complete 19-inch rack to the distribution rooms. You had really less space for the devices. And how did you manage that part?
Well, as the Praesensa have amplifiers with 8 output stages and in one height unit space, that helps us a lot. We were able to have only one 40-inch cabinet in the small control rooms or technical rooms, and to have the amplifiers that build only one height unit helped us to overcome this problem with the space we had in these technical rooms. Because in the same cabinet, we should have the automation system, we should have all the network systems, and also all the fiber patching system.
Also, one of the points, actually, one of the questions we frequently been asked is, what are the most important points for you to consider in these kind of critical applications, including road tunnels? So what kind of challenges you have out there?
What is important related to the Bosch is the reliability of the system, the support we can meet if there is problems. All these things are very important especially in the oil business. We have very short time in the North Sea and platform. The PAGA system is one of the few systems that could shut down a platform. If a PAGA system is not working, according to the regulations, they have to stop the oil production and move all the people ashore. And that's several million euros each day in lost income. So it's a very important system, and the support and the help we get from Bosch is very important in that perspective.
It was really interesting to cover the most important parts in such short time, and also to see that you have created a good solution with our newest voice alarm system, Praesensa. And hopefully we will keep installing more and more road tunnels and also a lot of maritime and oil and gas applications altogether. Thank you very much for being here today.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Ozan, for that reference case, or that case in Norway with the tunnels. So now over to the video solution for car services.
A while ago, Bosch Building Technology, who I represent as Johan Elliot, was contacted by you, Lars, to discuss the possibility to install security cameras and security systems at your facilities.
Yes.
Lars, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Lars Dahlin, and I'm Workshop Concept Manager for Bosch Car Service in Sweden. And I have been there since 2012, 9 years. So that's me.
Okay. And when you say Bosch Car Service, how big are you in Sweden?
We have a workshop from Gällivare in the north to Malmö in the south, and we are approximately 80 plus workshops today.
Yeah. And as I understand, you are a Bosch Car Service, a Bosch company. You probably do everything the Bosch way with premium quality, and you service all the kind of premium brands.
Yes.
Also.
Not just premium brands.
Okay.
We repair or service every vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes, from electrical ones to old diesel ones.
Okay.
So, yes. And we do it with high quality, because quality is the lead star for Bosch Car Service. Worldwide, I should say, we are about 16,000 workshops in the whole world. So, yeah, we are a big family.
Yes, I can understand it, and I can see that Bosch is a big family.
Yeah, Bosch is also a big family.
And that's why actually you contacted us, because we would like to do as much as possible in-house with our own brand of products within the different kind of areas. So what we have seen in general in Sweden or in all the countries in the world is an increase of problems in the society, especially when we talk about crime and stealing and so on. But you have seen the same within the workshops.
Yeah, sorry for that, but yes, we have seen the last couple of years increasing in this problem, so to say.
What kind of typical problems do you see?
It's burglary. Yeah. I think that's the main. They damage the fence and go in and grab things. But now the latest time we have seen also fire. So so they are they need something to help them with these issues or problems.
Yes, I can understand that. And when we're talking about burglary and an intrusion and that kind of part, it's not always the cost for what they steal. It's the problem with the insurance
Exactly.
company and the
Yeah.
time to actually put in a new door or whatever. That's the biggest
Exactly.
issue. And that actually takes time from what they are supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
as a workshop manager, I can understand that you are focusing on service customers and service cars.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you contacted us to discuss a possible solution for these kind of workshops where we have talked, they always have some kind of intrusion alarm or something, but the next step for them is kind of natural to go to a CCTV or camera systems, right? And that's what we helped you with to actually to put together an idea what to use, and we talked to a system integrator who we have a big confidence in to actually to find a solution, a total solution for your customers or your workshop. Yes. And actually also when we're talking about this, that you have workshops in Gällivare down to Malmö, in Sweden are a huge country as we know, you also need someone to be able to service and install in all the workshops. Yes. So it ended up with a small system. We talk about 4 cameras per site. That was the general idea. And local storage, of course, but also connected to the cloud to make it easy for the workshop managers to actually connect to the site and watch on his iPhone or iPad. Because that was a general idea from the beginning, to make it easy, right?
Yeah.
And how many employees do a standard workshop have there?
Between, I think, average 4 or 5-ish.
So when you are 4 or 5 people, all the guys are doing all the work, I guess.
Yeah.
Even a workshop manager is doing the service on the car.
Often I would say. Often he is in the process.
Yeah. So then it was very important to have an easy to understand system, not the way you have to spend hours of searching the camera feed or the camera material of an incident. And the idea we came up with together with this system integrator was a camera system, Bosch cameras of course, our Bosch remote portal cloud where you connect the cameras to the cloud. It makes it easy for you to connect with your iPhone and iPad and even a computer at the office if you would like to. So that was the idea we came up with, and together with everything installed including cabling, there was a nice price you presented to the workshops, right?
Yes, very good.
Yeah, and we have heard some feedback from the workshops now when we have started to install these systems that they are feeling confident in this system. It's affordable, I would say, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
And another idea or another question that actually came up during this kind of pre-work that we did was the idea of connecting cameras to alarm centrals. And that was something that we took into consideration when we discussed this with the system integrator, and we gave them the possibility to actually have cameras connected to whatever alarm central they are used to work with. Because if someone is trying to put a car on fire that's standing on the outside, you also would like to have a monitoring center watching this and sending a guard or the fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Exactly.
So, after we have done this now and sent it out, do you think this kind of business model can be used for other segments?
Of course. Absolutely.
Because we have some other business segments within Bosch. We have the thermal technology and so on. That could probably be useful for it.
Yes. You have workshop for everything today and chains for that matter. And we have some competitors as well.
Yeah.
I don't say any names, but we have over 4,000 workshops in Sweden. So
is that the total amount of workshops?
Yes. So you have a huge market. In different branches it's the same.
My understanding from the market is that all the kind of different branches, not even if it workshop for servicing cars or servicing tools or selling tools, they all have the same issues.
Yes. Every branch who have something valuable to work, boats, cars, motorcycles, scooters, you name it.
Yeah, the amount of stealing.
Exactly. They need protection today.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
And I don't think the crimes are decreasing. I think it's increasing every year.
Yeah, sorry for that, but I think it's so.
Yeah, I think it's the sad truth, and we need to find intelligent, smart solutions to actually cope with these kind of problems and issues that we have.
Yeah. And be there before, not after.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Lars.
Yeah,
it was
thank you, Johan.
nice talking to you.
Yeah, the same.
Yes.
Of course. Yes, thank you.
Yes, very interesting. I'm sure this can fit into much more than only car services. So get back to us if you need some more information, and we will support you in that one. Now over to Ozan and the latest update on APAS and APAL for the Praesensa system. So Ozan, over to you.
As most of you probably know, we have introduced Praesensa, our new fully IP, fully featured public address and voice alarm system last year, as you see in the picture. And every single day, of course, it's developing with new functions. There are already many reasons why you would choose Praesensa for your applications, and today we are here to add a new reason to that. Today I will be showing you APAS and APAL, the Advanced Public Address Server and the license and the benefits of it, and we will then have a live demo. APAS is a hardware device, as you see. It's a pre-installed and pre-configured computer, and with the licenses you can have the graphical user interface, and you can add multiple operators into your system. So basically APAS and APAL together forms an additional and unique user interface for your Praesensa system. When it comes to benefits, shortly to mention before we go to live demo, basically it's accessible from anywhere in the world because we are using just a browser. So from your tablet or PC or any kind of device supports a browser, you can just connect your system. It allows online services. Text-to-speech is a good example, but also Spotify, YouTube, and any kind of streaming services you can use. The intuitive user interface, soon you will see the interface. It's really easy to use. There's no need for any kind of special training. APAS allows multiple operators, so imagine that you are using this on an airport or in a big exhibition center, large area, so you can easily divide the responsibilities into the operators. It will be really easy to manage and control your public address system, but nevertheless, APAS and APAL is beneficial for all sizes of projects, even in a smaller project, medium-sized project. If you need more advanced features, a nice graphical user interface, you can have APAS. All user screens are optimized for an iPad, so end users can control their Praesensa on the go. Let me start with the live demo. So I will just log in. If you are opening as a user, as an end user, you will see this screen with 5 tiles. I will start with the voice. Voice basically means paging. So once you click voice, it will show you all the loudspeaker zones here. As you can see, it's a very tidy and clean look here, so you can group your zones under these titles. So I will just go for the section 2 of the hotel. I want to make an announcement for auditorium, and let's say for the guest floors. So I will choose all of them, and also let's say lunch club, and proceed. So here I can either record my message immediately, or I can get some help and use the script library. It will really make things easier for the operators. It's not always easy to talk out of your head directly, but maybe getting some support will be good. So I will just go here. I had some pre-installed scripts here. I will just choose, let's say, wellness one. So you see, now I have the ready script here. I will just read through it. So let's do it. Dear guests, we are pleased to share with you that our wellness facilities are open for your regeneration every day from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. So I will stop announcement. I can pre-listen. Dear guests, we are pleased to share with you that our wellness facilities are open. If I like it, I can directly page it, or I can discard and record a new one. So this is the paging part, the voice part. A very interesting tile here is text-to-speech. As you see, we have embedded text-to-speech in APAL, which is pretty exciting. So let's go through it. Again, when I open the text-to-speech tile, I can either choose from a script library, anything to read, or just copy-paste. As you see, we have different languages here. So I can type something here, or I can just paste something I typed earlier. And now, of course, I typed in English. So I will choose English from the menu. But as you see, we have different languages here. It can be Turkish, Russian, Dutch, Italian, and many other languages. More languages will be added later on. But for now, just to show you how it's working, let's choose English here. Before I send this message, I want to pre-listen.
Hello, welcome to Second Nordic's Talking Newsletter event. My name is Advanced Public Address Server, and I am here to make your life easier.
And then I'm happy with this, so I can directly send it. Of course, first I need to choose what kind of loudspeaker zones or zone groups I want to send this message. These zones I have defined into the system before, of course. So, okay, again, auditorium and second floor. So just page it. The third tile is recorded messages. So I don't want to type something, or I don't want to make any live announcements. I just want to use something that I record before. But I have many, you see, many recorded messages here. I just want to remember what was restaurant invitation message here. So you can pre-listen the message here.
Dear guests, we are pleased to invite you to our seasonal degustation menu, which is served in the main restaurant every day from 12 p.m. until 3 p.m.
Yeah, okay, and that's the message what I was looking for. I select this one. Again, I want this, let's say, entrance area, the hotel entrance, and you page it. As you see, pretty simple, no training, no special talents needed. Just even if you are using this for the very first time, you will immediately figure out. And next tile is the music management. So as you see, we have different options. Normal paging, text-to-speech, recorded messages, but we are also managing music with APAL. So let's say I want to manage the music in entrance area. So I will choose entrance. I have different music sources that I defined into the system before. So you can either choose YouTube, or in this case, let's choose, let's say, Spotify or any other streaming services. I want to have some background music in the entrance area. So I can adjust the volume easily here. Let's say 40. Just to have some nice background music, and close. So now you see in the entrance area, there's this green writing here, says stream. And in all other loudspeaker zones, I have different background music. So in first look, I can easily and clearly see in what particular zone or zone group which background music source is playing. Very easy. Last but not least, we have scheduler here. So you can either schedule a message or music source. Let's start with the messages. Let's create one together. Create new. I want to have, let's say, something in the restaurants and in the public places of the hotel. This is not only one zone. This is a zone group. Maybe there's like 5, 10 different zones here. So I will just public places and restaurants. Proceed. Next step is to choose what message I want to send. I'm going to choose gift shop. Let's remember what gift shop recorded message was.
Dear guests, we are pleased to tell you that a wide selection of quality goods are available from our gift store. Member credits can be used for payment for any items in the gift shop. We wish you happy shopping.
Okay, that's good. This one I want to send. And I will choose, let's say, every day, in every 2 hours. So 120 minutes here, starting from 1 o'clock until afternoon, 6 o'clock somewhere. I want to schedule this, and let's give a name. Gift shop commercial call and schedule. So there it is. Repeat daily every 2 hours, starting from 1 p.m. Until 6 p.m. almost. It will send the message. Pretty easy. Let's schedule a music. Source. Let's select this time maybe disco club. So we will have some background or maybe even a little bit foreground music until the DJ takes over or the live music starts there. So let's create a new one. In the disco area, I want to set a music source. Let's choose streaming again. And this time I want volume a little bit higher so people can still chat, but music will be a little bit louder. And I want to call this warm-up disco. Until the DJ comes, we will have some happy hour. In the selected weekdays, let's say disco is busy in Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the happy hour will start somewhere in the afternoon, let's say 5 o'clock. And schedule. Very easy, as you see. So this is the user screen for APAS. If you are a system installer, a technician, or the admin user of the system, you can easily change your view, go to settings, and here you will easily change PA settings, the user rights. You can define areas, zones, zone groups, naming. You can install, upload announcement scripts here, recordings, recorded messages, music sources, you can name them, text-to-speech function, licenses, logs, history, and everything you can easily see from this graphical user interface. So this is APAS. The graphical user interface, the unique software of Praesensa. We are generally using this for business calls, commercial applications, and adds great benefit to your Praesensa voice alarm system. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please contact us or visit Bosch webpage. Thanks very much.
Yes, and now you know everything about APAS and APAL integration into the Praesensa system. And now we're going to hear Anders talking about the latest news for the video side. So Anders, over to you.
Thank you, Björn. Now it's time for some product update. Or actually, not really. I will take this opportunity to talk a little bit more of 2 technologies we're using in the cameras instead. As you see on the screen here behind me, we have a lot of products coming up. It's the multi-sensor camera, it's the Inteox moving cameras, it's the already released new family members of the 3000i series, and also Flexidome 8000i X series and the Autodome 5100i, an infrared. And those two of the latest cameras have some nice technology I would like to focus on. Those technologies are, first of all, HDR. HDR or VDR, the possibility to generate images in both the bright and the dark areas at the same time in an image. It's really important if you would like to get all the details out of your video solutions. Then in some environments, you need to use a camera with HDR/VDR functionality. It will also have some benefits when you're using video analytics, for example, but I will mention that in a short while. So HDR. First of all, let's start with the Autodome 5100i. It's the brand new camera with a brand new sensor and the brand new technology HDR-X. What this will be capable of doing is giving you, as you see in these examples, the images captured both in the dark and the bright areas at the same time, and also doing this with faster shutter speeds, because shutter speeds are the that's usually the thing that will give you the opportunity to capture the details of fast-moving objects. And if you do this with a standard type of HDR, you will have multiple exposures of the image, resulting in that you will have artifacts and missing out on the details. And that's extremely important in both daylight environment, but also like here in low light environments. So bringing in HDR-X into the product family, we will give you better opportunities to really capture the details of the fast-moving objects, both in daylight and also in nighttime. This is also combined with starlight sensitivity. And starlight sensitivity will give you other benefits of using higher shutter speeds, so you can capture these images in much lower lights than you were able to do before. So in this Autodome IP Starlight 5100i, you have starlight technology. Now I would like to focus a bit more about the new 8000i X series. These brand new cameras also comes with HDR-X. HDR-X, and I will show you a few examples, is really important also in this daylight environments. Previously, you saw the examples from the Autodomes in the nighttime. This is afternoon. It's 4 o'clock down in Ireland. It looks like a still image, but it's actually generated from a video. So in the comparison, you see the HDR-X motion optimized. You see standard type of HDR, competitor VDR, and competitor VDR. And here is really when you can spot the difference. If you pause the video, if you zoom into the details, you can really see the details of a fast-moving object with HDR-X. That is hardly impossible to do with the standard type of HDR or VDR camera. Also, doing this, coming to the next scene, a bit more normal scene perhaps. It's an indoor application, an entrance. And what you will be able to see here, first of all, it's my colleague, Dimitri, who is doing this in our office down in Eindhoven. We took a few cameras to competitors or friends in the market, and one Bosch HDR camera and one HDR-X camera from Bosch. And here you can really see the difference. The HDR-X camera will have all the details without getting the motion blur that you will have from a standard type of HDR or VDR camera. This is also an interesting scene. This is two guys standing in front of a very bright window and a little bit darker window. And after a short while, you will see also a car passing on the outside. And there you will really see some differences. So being able to capture the face of a person, both in front of the very bright window and also on the little bit darker window with the shades, is one of the opportunities you will get with an HDR-X camera. And you will really see the difference when the car is passing by on the outside, because then you will understand it's also about doing this, capturing the images and the details when objects are moving fast. So this is a very nice opportunity with the new Flexidome 8000i series. But you also know we have had starlight technology for many years now, but we are also updating and increasing the sensitivity with the Starlight X. Starlight X will give you completely new opportunities with a standard type of camera without infrared illumination. it's a combination of a brand new sensor, also going up to 4 megapixel resolution, with new optics and a completely new way of building the image pipeline together with the optics, the image sensor, the image pipeline, and the technology we're using to be able to create all these features. To show you this a little bit more into detail, I have an example from my colleagues down in Eindhoven again. They did a shootout outside in a park. We were testing the present version of the Starlight with a Starlight X and 2 competitor cameras. And in this video, it's pretty hard to see all the details because we compressed it pretty hard to be able to show it to you today. But going and looking into the details, I think the video speaks for itself. You will be able to see that the Starlight X is capable of capturing faster moving objects with better details. You will also see the camera having less noise. And noise is equal to bitrate, so camera with low noise will have lower bitrate. So that will also give you some benefits and saving some money. If you need to have color details even in really low light environments, the Starlight X will be your choice. And the other ones are providing pretty okay images, but you see you will have artifacts after noise suppression, slow shutter speed, and you will not generate all the details. If we now take it another step further down in light, we will have no light whatsoever. And here you can really see a benefit. You're able to use a Starlight X camera without infrared illumination, get more details, being able to do better recognition, doing better video analytics, and also being capable of doing this in environments where you don't have any extra artificial lights. So those were the 2 small updates of the HDR-X technology and the Starlight X technology. HDR-X is available in the Autodome 5100i as well, but the Starlight X is only available in the new Flexodome 8000i X series. So those were the product updates, the feature update, and the technology updates I would like to mention for you today. And with that, I would like to say, I think it's over to Menti and some quiz. So over to Björn and Petra.
And now what you all have been waiting for, the live quiz with Petra. So Petra, the stage is yours. Go ahead.
So thank you, Björn and Anders, for that introduction, and welcome to all of you to our second Talking Newsletter quiz. We are going to use Menti for doing this quiz, and for those of you who are new to Menti, you need either a smartphone, a tablet, or if you're sitting by a computer using 2 screens, you can use the computer as well. But what you need to do, you can scan the QR code that's going to be visible down below. Or if you're sitting by a computer, you need to go to your web browser, entering menti.com, and then entering the code that you also see below on the screen. That is 83 41 84 85. So scan either the QR code if you're using a tablet or smartphone, or go to your web browser if you're using a computer, entering the code 83 41 84 85. I will be showing my iPad at the same time, so if you all are seeing this now on your screens, you know you are in the correct presentation. And once we're here, I will just highlight the Open Q&A tab, because there you can actually write your feedback to us. So if you think we have something to improve, or something that you would like to hear more about, or whatever feedback you have for us, please write it there, and that will be visible during the whole Menti presentation. So I repeat myself, go to menti.com, entering the code 83 41 84 85. And I also would like to say that Menti is an anonymous platform, so we will not know who is writing what. And we're going to start this Menti session with some open feedback questions. So if you look down now on your screens, you will see a question there. Where are you joining from today? Home office, the office, the sofa perhaps, or perhaps someone is joining from the beach, and maybe someone is joining from the bar. And this is quite interesting to see because we had this question from last talking newsletter where most people were joining from home. So it's quite nice to see how, if it's going to be different answers here. But as I can see right now, it looks like it's almost a tie between home office and the office, which is really nice to see. Moving forward to next question. Did you join the first talking newsletter? Yes, no, don't know, or yes, but watched it afterwards. Because we have noticed that a lot of you are actually watching these kind of events after they have been broadcasted. So it's nice to see how many actually watch them live and also how many of you who watch them afterwards. But it looks like most of you joined the first talking newsletter, which is nice to see, and some of you didn't. But welcome to this talking newsletter. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I repeat myself, as you can see also in the Menti presentation, the code is visible and the QR code is visible, so you can join this presentation anywhere you want. Next question. What did you think of today's event? And for this question, I would like to highlight that you can actually choose more than one option. So if you just thought it perhaps was okay, maybe you thought it was too short or not enough focus of your business area, or maybe you thought it was too long. But let's see, most of you liked it a lot. Some of you thought it was okay. And write our feedback, your feedback to us, so we know what we can improve if you just thought it was okay. Let's see. Next feedback question. How did you hear about this event? And here I also would like to highlight that you can pick more than one option. So if you heard it from perhaps a Bosch employee, but also saw it in a newsletter, pick those two options so we know how many channels we can reach you on. And I can see there are some mixed results here. But yeah, most of you actually heard it from a Bosch employee as last time, which is really nice to see. But now to the fun part. Now it's time for the live quiz. And I would like to highlight before we start this quiz, because I know there are some Bosch employees watching this, and sorry guys and girls, you are not allowed to participate in this quiz. It is only for our Nordic customers. The quiz will work that you are giving a random avatar and also a random nickname. Since I said in the beginning, Menti is an anonymous platform, so you can stay anonymous during the quiz as well. But then perhaps you wonder, is there a prize to win? And yes, of course there's a prize. The prize today is a Bosch laser meter tool from Bosch Professional Series. So one of you lucky ones gonna win that one. And we're gonna determine the winner after the quiz is finished. And then I will also give instructions how to proceed to receive the prize. But let's start. So look down now on your screens. You will see that you are giving a random avatar and also a random nickname. And as I said, you can change your nickname to your actual name if you would like, or just keep the nickname as it is. So we have a lot of participants joining in this quiz. Before we start, I also would like to say that the faster you answer the questions, the more points you get. So answer correctly and answer fast. Let's see. Hope you're ready. Let's fire off the first quiz question. As I said, answer fast to get more points. Which of the following sales tools can be found on the Bosch webpage? Was it Video Product Selector, Video Analytics and Lens Calculator, Fire Safety System Designer, Loudspeaker Selection App, or all of the mentioned tools? Perhaps a tricky one, but actually they are all visible on our webpage, and we have even more sales tools there, so please check our webpage out and explore all sales tools there. Next question. Bosch is continuously working to improve environmental impact. Which of the following topics have you heard of? This perhaps also is a tricky question, but is it carbon neutral, remote commissioning for video system, moving production to Europe to reduce shipping? What can it be? And actually, all of these are correct, so all of you are correct on this question. Question number 3. Hope you are ready. Which of the following statements about Praesensa voice alarm system is wrong? Yeah, you have a lot of different statements there, but one of them are not correct for Praesensa, and we are looking for that one. Do you know what it is? It is? Oh, most of you knew that one correctly. It's IP67 environmental rated. Fourth question. How many kilometers long was the 2 tunnels in the case story from Norway? Were they 5 and 22, 5 and 12, or 5 and 15 kilometers? Yes, this was mentioned in the interview. Do you remember? One is definitely 5, but do you remember how long the other one was? Correct answer is 5 and 12 kilometers. Good job there. Question number 5. Hope you're ready. How many Bosch Car Service stations are there in Sweden? Yeah, do you remember what he said? Was there 12 or 10, 25, 50 or 80 plus? Yeah, he mentioned something there in the interview. And it was 80 plus. Sixth question. Once again, answer fast to get more points. Which Bosch service is used in the Bosch Car Service solution? CBS, Remote Portal, or Remote Cloud? Do you know this one? One of our solutions that we offer for this? It was actually the Remote Portal. Someone of you thought it was the Remote Cloud. But now the final question. Hope you're ready for this one. What was the new technology mentioned in the video system update presentation? Was it Starlight, Light View, HDRX, or Dark Night? Yeah, Anders talked a lot about this new technology. Do you remember what he said? It was? Yeah, most of you remember that one. HDRX was the new technology he mentioned. But now, the fun part. Let's see the lucky winner for this quiz. And the winner is Skids, the banana. Congratulations to you. Please take a screenshot now of your screen and send that screenshot to either your Bosch contact, or if you don't have a Bosch contact, use our contact form on our web page and send that picture there. And then we will distribute this lovely prize to you. So thank you all for participating in this live quiz. And now it's back to Björn.
Okay, thank you, Petra. That was another great quiz, and we're going to send the prize as soon as we have the winner is announced to us. So, next, upcoming webinars, events, and trainings. So, what are we doing? Training is a very important part, and normally we are running a lot of face-to-face trainings, and that has to be changed. Hopefully we're going to take this up after the summer again. But there is a new learning management system site that we kicked off last couple of weeks. I think it was mid-March something, so it's been out there for some time. And if you haven't been in there, the first time you go in there, there is a short video explaining how it works and how you're gonna do. And it's much easier to navigate around now. Also, we have recorded a lot of webinars. All those is on YouTube, and at the very end there will be a link to where you can find those webinars. And last but not least, we are now planning a video ecosystem day that's going to be 28th of May. And for that, I'm going to ask Anders to come back into the studio. So, Anders, could you tell me a little bit about this video ecosystem day? It looks really amazing. A lot of products and new stuff. So, shoot.
Thank you, Björn. I would like to take the opportunity to make a save the date for you out there, to book the 28th of May into your calendar. Because 2 years ago approximately, we had this really appreciated event called the BVMS Ecosystem Day. Now we will do a similar thing called the Future of Video from Bosch Security. It's a combination of presentations, demonstrations, Q&A sessions, Mentimeter sessions, where you will have the ability to look into the future together with Bosch. What you will see are the few of the topics here on what you can see on the screen. After lunch, there will be some breakout sessions where we'll go down into details, and in the morning sessions, there will be more of general demonstrations and presentations. So already now, book 28th of May, put it in your calendars, and you will have an invitation soon from us at Bosch. So that is some really nice news that will be presented in addition to what you already heard today. So with that one, I think it's time to wrap up, and over to Björn.
Okay, yeah, that video system day, I will definitely sign up for that one. Really interesting. So that was all for today. Thank you very much for attending, and stay tuned. We will have a new one coming out quite soon. Thank you.